I think this week's episode of Inuyashiki did a really solid job at bringing up the moral question of what does it truly mean to be human, because we have two central characters, and both of them seemingly got the exact same abilities at the same time, but one of them is putting it in a very humane way. They're saving people, they're saving lives, they're stopping crimes, and then you have a young, rash teenager who essentially has no problem killing innocent families in very brutal and sick ways, but does have a very loving heart for his friends and family. And I thought it did a really solid job because Hiro's friend, I forget his name, but essentially he hates what Hiro is doing. I thought they did a pretty good job at this. We didn't have much with it, but there was a little bit of time with him and Hiro and how they read manga together, and obviously he had an affection for heroes, and he did try to make Hiro kind of take that path to use his abilities to help others. I mean, he told him that he could probably cure cancer if he wanted to, so why wouldn't you do that? And he doesn't like where his friend went, and that's why he ultimately broke off his friendship with him. So when he pretty much is just in his room saying, like, because he's trying to think to himself, okay, there's mysteriously people getting saved, but Hiro wouldn't do that, so there's probably someone else who's doing that. So I love how, you know, he does the one thing he think he can. He just says, someone please help me. And he doesn't even think it's gonna go anywhere. And I love when that doorbell rings. I honestly had to pause for a second and laugh because I thought it was so hilarious that it was just like, it was almost like the perfect comedic timing, but I don't think they're actually trying to go for a funny moment there, but I thought it was just beautiful because of that. But I just really liked how his friend was acting because he's literally in tears because it's this old man using his abilities, not trying to act like a hero. He actually is thinking to himself that he's just a machine, he lost who he is. But he's saying, you're the most human I've ever seen because you're putting yourself above all others. And I just love their interactions, like seeing him heal a sick, terminally ill boy and his mother dropping her supplies being in tears, to even when Hiro himself saves his mother, which Hiro is still a despicable person. He deserves to have justice thrown down on him. But I have to give credit where it's due. They did a really good job at making Hiro seem human when it comes to his personal life very, very well, but didn't do it so well that we forget what he's done. Like, he has sinned beyond belief. He deserves the punishment that he's going to get. And obviously these cops that come at the end, they're not going to take him out. Only our old man main character is going to be able to do that. But I really liked how it shows that even though he is a sick and twisted person, it's not like he's just some sociopath that only cares about himself. No, he does truly care about his family, as you can see with his father and his stepmother and their kids and his mother, and obviously with his friend who said, I don't want to be around you. But and that's kind of his character all along, was that he cares for people around him, but he doesn't care what happens to other people, which is a wrong way to live, especially if you're going to go the route of taking it to the extreme that you'll walk into someone's house and kill the father and make the son drown from his father's dead body. Like, that's messed up beyond repair there. But I thought they did a really good job at, even though he's a horrible person, you did feel so sorry for his mother and how distraught she was learning that she has terminally ill cancer, and you knew he was going to heal her. But I liked how ultimately, like, as the episode progresses, I truly do think he had a reason to change. I think he decided to himself, I don't think this was a lie. I mean, he said it out loud when no one was around. He's saying, like, I'm going to stop killing people. Like, he's obviously has some screws loose, but I feel like with where they were at, he had a bunch of money, he could support his mother, he healed his mother. I truly believe that he 100% meant that he was going to change and stop killing, but of course, because they figured out who was doing all these killings, that plan has gone out the window, and right now, I don't know if there'll ever be a point that he can change, and the only way that he could even try to redeem himself is to do something for the good of everyone, which I don't know if he'll do that. But I thought it was so well done with how they handled it, because even though I did feel for him off and on because I felt sorry for his family, and I felt sorry for what was going on with his mother, I did believe that he wanted to change. Even if you don't agree that people like that can change, I do think he felt like he wanted and he would stop. But now, because of everything how it happened, now it's going to be justice, machine versus machine, and I think that's going to be very interesting. Like, he's still a despicable person, but I did appreciate, because it's been said that he cares about his family and friends, but he doesn't care about the general public. So I appreciate the fact that we got an episode that shows exactly how he is with his family, so you understand it exactly where his mentality is. Because he's completely messed up and beyond repair, but they did a fantastic job. And some of the voice acting and even just some of the facial reactions, like the old man Inuyashiki just kind of like shaking in his boots and the crying from his friend there, like, it just really felt like they got the emotion down, and this was a really solid episode. Like, I really just appreciate the fact that we're not focusing on just one of the characters. It really does feel like we're shifting around quite a bit, but still keeping the core cast and foundation of what the series is alive and well. I mean, I really appreciate what they did with Hiro. He's still a despicable and horrible person, and he deserves justice. But I did like seeing his human side and how that relates to his family, and understanding that the stuff we saw in flashbacks where he was talking with his friends in school, it's not just BS. He truly does feel that way about his friend. That's why he would never kill his best friend who said, I don't want to be friends with you, because he still cares for him. I can't wait to see where episode 6 is going to go, because now that he's fleeing, like, how is his mother going to react? Like, there's so much that's going to happen to him, and I feel like this is only going to push him down a darker and darker path, and only justice is truly going to be served if it is machine versus machine at the end of the day. But let me know your thoughts. What did you think of episode 5, and how did you enjoy the kind of hero shift? Obviously it doesn't redeem him, but it was nice to see the family side to him, if only for an episode before we get back to his sick and twisted ways. But let me know your thoughts, and before you leave, smack that like button, share your support if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. So until next time everyone, please take care and have a good one.